right. Without further ado, here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, playing as the red circle pieces from Kaizi Gaming. Give it up. It is Solar. Alrighty. And in the top left, in the blue, playing as the Terran pieces. Give it up. It is Special. Alright. TVZ, always a good one. Special, one of those players that, honestly, I really like. You know, I remember watching him even when he was going by Major. I know he went by, I think, something else before then. But he's just been so hardworking, so dominant as a foreigner. You know, I'm excited. He did pretty good. Unfortunately, he got knocked out in Super Tournament. But he is a player to be reckoned with, and it's really cool to see him improving. It's going to be double racks opening for Special here in the main. And actually going to be able to put on a little bit of a wall here. It's actually really nice. So spawning pool, or excuse me, hatch first into pool. This is something that Solar loves to do. He likes to play with roaches. Likes to just play with like roaches, Ravengers, Hydras, you know, really just kind of a good army altogether. So we'll see kind of how he wants to play in this series. Now, that might be just a Protoss thing. As last night he was playing against Protoss in the Zhaun versus, or Zhoan. I watched the VODs and I saw people going like, it's Zhoan. Like, sorry guys, I wasn't watching the the chat. I didn't have it pulled up, but I watched it later. So I appreciate you guys for that. But it's going to be double Reapers coming out. Finally, it's going to be a CC behind this. And it's going to allow Special to be aggressive. And at least put some pressure on. It's going to force more drones. Or excuse me, more larvae into making Zerglings and stuff instead of being able to make drones. The Queen does come out, though, so that will at least kind of shut this down for the moment. Or at least make it harder, right? He's going to be able to go into the main if he wants to. A third base actually taken behind this as well. How many Reapers does he really want to go into? It looks like he's just going to make about 3. Nothing too crazy. It gives this illusion that he could be going into mass Reapers. But in actuality, he's getting that expansion up. He's just continuing to put some pressure. Is able to kill off a couple of Lings. Gonna go in, just kind of see what's going on. Kills off a couple of drones. And he's got to be careful, though. Queens will be able to at least shut this down. Does a good job of pushing the Queens back. And with the Marines there, should be more than okay. Reactor is there, and now we have ourselves the barracks floating. Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? He's sending his barracks in a weird situation. Starport going to go down now behind this. It is going to be a Hellion follow-up. And now a lot of Lings are on the way. Oh, this could be very unfortunate. The reactor will be able to go down, making it to where Special can only use one Hellion at a time. It's kind of one of those situations where if you go into something like this is why we don't see this a lot. Very interesting. Behind this, we are going to see ourselves some Banshees. Should be more than okay, though. Nothing too crazy. And given this, he will not actually see the Banshees being made, right? He has an Overlord coming up to the top, but it's not going to make it in time. Fusion Core going to be going down, so it looks like it will be BCs behind this. Or at least maybe some Liberator range play. Bailing Nest coming down, and now Special going to go across the map with 3 Hellions. Might be able to pick off the Creep Tumors. Almost gets it. Alright, Fusion Core now done for the Terran. Third CC going to be landing, and he has enough here to make a battle cruiser, which is what exactly he's going to be doing. Keeping up with the Hellions and just continuing to keep Solar busy. Now, he is in Lings. He does have the Bailing Nest down. And behind this, looks like he wants to go for maybe Hydras? Oh no, he's going to go into a Spire behind this. Which is actually really good, right? Spire is going to allow him to make Corruptors. The Battle Cruiser will finish. Let's see this, though. Okay, he knows that the Fusion Core is there, so... Spores going down in every base, just all around prepared. There we go. Oh, still able to heal up. Jeez. Alright, Battle Cruiser just not going to pop out. He does have Yamada on the way. Going to throw down a couple of additional factories, so it is going to be a mech style from Special. Going to be coming in with the Battle Cruiser and with the Hellions, trying to get on top of this. The Queen's coming in to help. But with the help of the Hellions here, we'll delay this a little bit. Now the Queens will be able to push this back. Hellbat's going to start morphing in here. And, yeah, I mean, he's going to continue to do some damage. Bailings do roll in here. Takes a lot of hits, though, as he's not even microing them. There we go. So it does get shut down a little bit here, as the Hellbats at home are going to at least be able to kind of defend for the time being. Now, a second battle cruiser is on the way, and this third battle, or the first battle cruiser is still here. Well, it's going to be more than okay. So what does Special want to do behind this? Does he go into Thors? Does he go into tanks? There are 11 mutas on the way now. He doesn't have any really anti-air at the moment. Okay, he does have some missile turrets finally going down. But one missile turret at each base is not going to help him that much. He needs Thors. He's going to go into Cyclones, though. I don't know. I mean, he's got the battle cruisers. He's going into mines. I like Cyclones against mutas personally, but he needs more mutas, right? And these mutas are, or excuse me, he needs more Cyclones if he wants to do that. He is going to start trying to at least deal some damage to the mutas, but I mean, I guess that works out for the time being. More Bailings and Lings are going to be made here for the Zerg. A Special, trying to get some mines out, trying to get something going here. And again, a lot of his infrastructure is just so exposed here. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate. Battle cruisers will come in here and try to help this out, especially with the missile turret, but there's just so much damage being done. Cyclone's going to be coming out. We'll eventually kind of push this back. With the hits of the Bailings, 21 SCVs do fall. 3 battle cruisers are here, and a beautiful Widow Mine hit. We'll push it back for the time being, but unfortunately, it's just like, again, he doesn't have a lot of Cyclones, and when you're playing against this kind of style, especially when you're doing battle mech, like he kind of is, right? You want to have a higher Cyclone count. You want to be able to focus down those mutas. They are your #1 priority. Everything else can just kind of come by the wayside. So we'll see what happens, right? He's going to be going into Corruptor behind this, so that will kind of shut down the battle cruisers in essence. All right, decent battle Widow Mine hits. Bailings are still here though, and I just don't know. He gets another 9 kills. So 61 workers to 89 at this point. That's good. I mean, the Yamadas are doing a good job here. Overall, right? I mean, they're killing off what they can. But at this point, Solar is just able to remake those so quickly. There we go. Unfortunately, one of the battlecruisers getting very low will end up falling here. There's just so many Lings, so many Bailings here, and unfortunately the Cyclone's not able to get the best lock-ons, and with the Corruptors coming in makes it very, very tough. Now the mutant count is getting very low, and he's finally starting to make a couple more Hellions, but at this point it makes it very tough. Another huge hit as all of the SCVs go down. 30 SCVs do crumble. The Lings into the third base are going to go down as well, and there's still this one battlecruiser trying to get healed up. Not going to be enough, and Solar going to take game number 1 here in this best of 3 series. Now, second map of the series is going to be Pillars. Special had some really good, interesting things, right? He was definitely being aggressive. He was trying to do something with the Hellbat, the Hellbat battlecruiser. And I know, like, if you watch a lot of, like, GSL, we see, like, Artosis talk a lot about, like, oh, the Hellbat thing doesn't work. I think in that case... Okay, sorry. I think it's because I keep going like this. So, I apologize. I'll try to keep it a little bit farther back. We'll go ahead and get into this next game, and I'm going to give my thoughts about the previous game. Alrighty. Here in the top right-hand corner of the map on the Pillars of Gold, give it up, it is Solar. And in the bottom left, in the blue, it is Special. Alrighty, so, okay, so the previous game, as I was saying, you know, Artosis talks a lot about, like, oh, the Hellbat thing doesn't work. I think in that case it could have worked, right? The biggest problem was, in my opinion, micro. When you're going against the like Lings and Ling Bane kind of style, you have to micro those Hellbats. Yes, they can be tanky, but when you have them grouped up like that, one Bailing, you know, can hit 2 or 3, you know. So I think if he would have spread out his Hellbats just a little bit, and forced the multiple Bailing hit onto one, it would have been a little bit better. He would have still had some extras. Now, he may have still been taken care of, or at least killed off. But in essence, he could have still put the pressure on, right? And then after that, he was going into Cyclones, which is really good. I like Cyclones, like I said, but he didn't have any Hellion Hellbat support for the Ling Bane, and it just kind of ended up, you know, killing him there. So Solar going to be making his way across the map here with those Overlords, and Special just going to come in here, check the timing of that hatchery, sees that it is indeed finished up, and Reaper is on the way. Gonna be just a couple Lings from Solar, potentially, you know, go across, put some pressure on, do some damage. So we'll see. Third base for Solar going to be coming down here, and now gets one Ling. Interesting. Queen going to be coming out. We'll at least push back the Reaper for the time being. Factory on the way for Special, and this time he's making everything in his base. I don't think we're going to see him do the kind of at the front. I like the idea for the Reapers or whatever, but unfortunately when you're trying to sit there and put your, you know, your add-ons and stuff like that, it just does not make it that good. One Reaper does fall for Special, as he is going to at least scout that there is the third base, and he can keep the pressure on at the front, maybe deny a creep tumor. With the Queen coming off creep, though, don't see too much more happening with that. He will go ahead and back up. Behind this is going to be a factory with a reactor. He's got Marines coming through, and then a second barracks with the command center for a third. I would be interested to see, does he go into maybe like a Hellion Marine style push? Special, definitely one of those players that likes to do these little pushes, do these little like things to try to get ahead, and then from there just continue to push his lead. We'll see though. First few Marines are going to come out, as it looks like going to have about 9-10 lings coming across the map. Alright, speed now done for Solar as this comes in here. Trying to get on top of everything. Marines will come out at the same time. The Hellions going to pop out as well. Finally, there is a medevac. Stim on the way. On the other side, you just see that creep spread starting to form here for Solar. Just droning up for the most part. He is making a few lings to deal with this pressure that is coming across the map. That's really about it, right? I mean, he's going to come in, he's going to scout. We'll see kind of the timing of everything. And just push this out. He's not getting too committed with this attack. Or at least the pressure anyways. There we go. More Hellions show up. 2 medevacs at a time. And, yeah, I mean, I guess he's going to go for some kind of, like, maybe 16 Marine drop. Almost gets the creep tumor. And there we go. Marines are out. Stim is about halfway done. And it looks like he is ready for a push. Continuing the focus up at the top, third base. And, yeah, I mean, now medevacs are out. You can see those get picked up and start pushing across the map. Now, this is really good. It's going to force Solar to have to split up his army. He does have enough queens that I think he could potentially just shut this down on the left and then, you know, just take care of the right. Fourth base is going to be on the way. And does Special want to go into the main here? About 10 seconds left on Stim, so by the time it gets in here, gets landed, we will see him be able to put the pressure. Now, there's still Hellions and stuff at the top that will look to get in and start dealing damage. So Stim is done, going to start pushing onto the creep. At the same time, the Hellions are going to go into the third base. We'll be able to pick off about 4 or 6 Hellions. Oh, that's really good. Picking off a lot. Oh, even gets the Bailings at the same time. Another push. Trying to get on top of the Queens. One Queen will go down. The Bailings trying to roll in here. Will force the pickup and the move out. Eventually does that. The top third does get taken down. So 6 drones do go down. A bunch of lings as well. A couple of Queens. Not a bad push. And Solar going to try to go for a little bit of a counter pressure behind this. Now the fourth base is still alive. Still going to be able to finish up. And Special going to come back in here. Trying to clear the creep up as fast as possible. Gets forced to pick up once again. Oh, the Tropo Lord play. Uh-oh. Okay, so there's a tank on the high ground. Marines in the main. And another tank. Oh, no, they're all leaving. They're all leaving. Okay. Oh, okay. Really good scout there. Really good paying attention. Alright, so Marines up at the top. Just looking to put some more pressure on. With the links coming in here, though, he will have to kind of sit back with that. Yeah, I mean, he does get the Overlord, which is really nice. But other than that, I don't see him getting too much more done, right? He's been doing a really good job denying the creep. Going to continue to push across here, but with more and more Bailings coming through, Bailing speed is now complete as well. That's going to make it a lot harder. And we actually don't see any Widow Mines or anything coming out here yet from Special. He actually is just going into Marines. He's got +1 finishing up at the moment as well. While Solar going into +2 carapace already. He's got +1 melee on the way. Armory is on the way as well. We'll finish later in a macro hatch for the Zerg. He is on layer tech, so he is going to be able to go into Hydras if he wants. Maybe even Mutas. He does seem to like his Mutas in the TVZ matchup, or ZVT. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Going into tanks, not bad. Trying to split up his army as best as he can. And here we go. The Bailings looking for a good place to attack. But, oh, the counter attack here from Solar. Gonna get, oh, almost gets into the main. We'll go into the third base, so trying to pull the SCVs as best as possible. These Bailings, though, going to try to find their connections. Gets on top of it. 13 SCVs do go down. The bunker going to fall as well. Here comes the stim and the push a little bit from Special. Feels like he's got to do something now. The tank in a good position, but this attack is still going on across the map. So far, 25 SCVs have fallen. Huge Bailing hits. Not the best splits coming out here from Special as he's trying to macro on both sides. Gets scanned, but there's no creep teamers here. He's going to go straight into the main and try to siege up there. The tank will eventually siege up here. And here comes the Lings trying to get on top of it. The tank, though, going to be a good fulcrum point for Special here. And here come those Bailings. Here come those Lings. He's going to have to force a pickup, go into the natural. But he cannot go to this third base. Queens are in position. He's going to go ahead and drop down here at the bottom. Few of the Marines did not get dropped. Will eventually fall down. Queens trying to heal each other up. We'll lose a couple more Queens. And still not able to get that third base up. He's going to continue to try to put some pressure onto this. Gets a wraparound with those Lings. Going to force the pickup once again. There are no Queens here, though. So we'll be able to go back into the main. But looky there. There's a lot of Bailings, a lot of Lings. And now he's kind of in this, I can't really do anything from here. Special dropping his third base back down. Does have a Liberator here and trying to build some more SCVs. We'll eventually be able to clear this back up as more and more Marines have been made. Finally, Special will go back home. He has the army advantage right now, but he does not have the income. He does have mules available, which will help him out, but overall, he cannot continue to just throw units out, right? A fifth base now down for Solar. It has been done for a little bit behind all of this, and still the creep spreading out, still trying to put damage. Special going to go for another attack, but already with the Liberator in position, he's not going to get the damage done. He is able to kind of reset the queen count a little bit, but making 2 queens at a time, not going to be that good for the Terran. He's already at 4 queens, so again, not the best considering he has 5 bases, but here we go. He's going to drop into the 5th base, going to force the Zerg back. Gets a couple of kills, nothing too crazy. Going to get a pickup, and at the same time, the Liberator going to be going into the 3rd base here. Trying to go into the main at the same time. Able to kill off a few more units here. Very good job. Bailings do hit, and now we see this kind of elevator play at the same time. Another drop going down here by the main base. And Special all over the map, really forcing Solar to be defensive. Drilling Claws on the way, though, so it looks like finally Special will start making some of those Widow Mines. Oh, no. Alright, we'll be forced back here. And that's exactly kind of these little plays that Special needs. He needs to keep Solar kind of on the low, right? 71 workers. That is insane. Adrenaline Glands is on the way for the Zerg, as well as the +3 armor upgrade. Going to be shut down once again, and now we see the creep here from Solar starting to spread across, starting to get very, very aggressive. So Special just trying to clear up as much as he can. Wants to get this 5th base so bad. A little bit of an attack across the map, but we do have mine hits going off. Does end up getting a 5th base, so that's a huge pick off here for Special. Going to continue onto the creep. Going to pick off all of these Overlords. Going to heavily supply block Solar. Just got to be careful, though. We'll force a pick up and get out of dodge. He wants to get this other one. He is hungry for that Overlord. Will not get it, though. Sensor Tower does go up. And that is such a good play there for Special. Really going to force a huge push for Solar. With the Liberators up, Marines going to continue to put the pressure on. And Special finally starting to gain a little bit of ground here. He is trying to build up his SCV count. Once again, he's getting into those mines finally, and that's going to start helping him out. As well as +3 is now on the way. Vipers are here to help as well against these Liberator pushes. But, yeah, I mean, he is just attacking in every little spot. Again, going to try to deny this 5th base from being taken. And that is so crucial right now. 37 drones here on that one base. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, so good. Still, though, this whole time, Solar has continued to push in, continues to push this creep across the map. Actually ends up getting that. And now Ultras are on the table here for Solar. But does he really have the income? I mean, he does, but most of his drones are just on this one base. Special is trying to get it, though. He continues to attack down this main base where everything is at. But he's got to be careful, though. The Bailings are going to be here. They're going to continue to push into this. Oh, no, the Bailings rolling in. Okay. Able to get it without too much issue. He does still have the mines in place. Oh, just doing a beautiful job. He's going to have to force a pickoff. Doesn't even get the mine hit, unfortunately. Loses a good chunk of that army. At the same time, another attack up here towards the third base. He wants this base now. Doing a really good job target firing those Bailings. Does force a pickup once again, though. And now with the Vipers, with the Ultras, and the Bailings coming in here, going to continue to put the pressure, but Special not done with his aggression just yet. Going to force another cancel on this potential 5th base, 6th base situation. Looking to go into the main, and now a huge hit coming across the mines. Trying to get some kind of decent connections. The tanks are in a good position. The first mine's going to eliminate a lot of those Bailings, and now it's just an Ultralisk here. There's still some Bailings into the third base. We'll get another few kills. 17 SCVs do go down. This third base will go down as well. The Spire is there. It looks like he's going to try to go for it, potentially. He's going to be forced to pick up, unfortunately. But still, the Ultra getting damage done. We'll be able to finally get cleared up here. Another Ultra. More links coming in. Going to get on top of the E base, but +3 is now completed. Another mine going to be going down. These Overlords just trying to get on top of the army here. A Special, especially with those mine hits, he wants to do as much damage, friendly fire as possible. But there's just so many Lings. More Bailings getting morphed in here. The Ultras and the Queens now joining into the fight. He's going to have to pull the SCVs here to deal with this. Trying to hold down the fort. And yeah, I mean, he has everything on deck here. Another mine hit goes off. Going to kill off a lot of those Lings, but with the Bailings coming in here, the Marauder is going to have to find themselves a good situation. There we go. Man, Special just doing a really good job here with those mines. The Queens, though, just have so much energy. Able to heal this up pretty well. 26 SCVs do go down. Finally, that base in the bottom goes down. Special fighting for his life here, but he is sub 100. Let's eventually get the Ultras. He is fighting for his life here. But it's just not looking good. It is not looking good right now here for Special. All of the aggression, everything that he did was really, really good, but it looks like he might end up falling short. And Solar pushing forward towards the victory. He has more Lings coming across. He's got Corruptors. GG. And Solar going to take the series, and we'll move on.